Hanford site was really an old farming community. But in the early 40s with World War II, some interesting developments in the capability of nuclear fission was understood as a possible weapon for World War II. It was determined that there were only a few places that were safe as in develop this way far away from the east coast of the United States. Put it somewhere in a really remote part of the world, in the nation. And it turned out that this was the preferred location to set up the Hanford site for the nuclear reservation. 222S Lab is an older facility that's had many analytical chemistry missions, and it's been refurbished to continue the cleanup mission. We have a highly engineered facility in order to be able to work safely with highly radioactive materials.
So I know that our biggest mission is to be able to perform analytical samples and everything for the company to help remediate the area. And so we obviously want to do that not only in an ALARA aspect, but we also want to make sure that we're safe in doing so, making sure that those processes are done to where we are not risking anybody working those analytical processes, but getting things done in a safe manner and an efficient manner. Health physics technicians are able to help make sure that that all is a smooth process.
I really like working at the lab because of compliance. It's completely different from working in the private sector. There's always a plan in place. Everyone knows what the plan is, and everyone understands what we're going to do, why we're there, and how we're going to wrap the task up.
So I have a degree in biochemistry, and I really just enjoyed working in labs. The samples we work with here are very unique in that they're highly radioactive sometimes, and so it's such a unique sample matrices that we get to work with here that, except for like maybe 2 other places in the United States, you just would never get to experience.
You know, I think one of the things that makes 222S special is the collaboration that we have within different teams. So I've had the opportunity while I've been here to learn from some amazing scientists. I see in the last year we're really building the workforce of the future, and it's fun to see new faces come in and have the same opportunities I did to work with amazing scientists in a challenging environment and really move the site forward in its cleanup mission.
You know, a lot of people when they come to work, they sort of get stuck in a rut, entrenched or whatever. I find that's not for me. I quit jobs if I'm in a situation where boredom sets in. I actually am very passionate about the work that I'm doing because I actually deep dive into it. I get into the research of it. I get into new studies, experimenting and finding new discoveries. I get to work with people that are fun to work with, and they're accepting of change, positive change, and making improvements for the overall program. And I find that that's really, when I come to work, I truly enjoy it.
So I actually used to sell jewelry before I did this. I actually got hired in a trainee program. And so they taught everything to us, from the very get of what to expect and anticipate, but you really don't know what any of that looks like until you get out here. So having a lot of active mentors and everything that already are very knowledgeable, once we got out here, it was very hands-on and a lot of learning.
I think the best part of living in the Tri-Cities is the fact that it's ever growing and ever changing. I've lived here 38 years and I've seen it change a lot, even just the last 14 or 15. It's grown tremendously, and I think the people that are moving here for work and to raise their families really painted a beautiful and interesting picture of our community, and I think we're moving towards being kind of a bigger city in the area where the population is growing. It's adding to our community that makes it the most interesting.
So, when I first moved here from northeastern Ohio, I thought I would move to the Tri-Cities, work at Hanford for 3 to 5 years, and then, move on to somewhere else, get some good experience and go somewhere else. That was 30 years ago. I love the Tri-City area. There's so much to do here. We have great sunny skies, long summers, mild winters. I like all of that. I like our arid environment. And with the rivers here locally, there's lots of water sports. My family and I, we've had water skis. We do lots of hiking. I like the area. I like the weather. I think it's kind of a perfect place.